Here with me, I'm Valerie of Africa from Mundo Aglo News. And with me here is my professional colleague, the publisher of Ukwuani Trumpets, ably known as Mr. Achidi, and his crew. You're very welcome to this auspicious time, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, we are in an era of gearing towards the 2023 election in Delta State. We're presently in Umutu, in Ukwuani local government area of Delta State. And we know you're one of the foremost aspirants for the All Progressive Congress, People's Congress. All Progressive Congress, APC. So adhering towards 2023, which is a future bid for the Delta State House of Assembly. What are your future prospects?
First of all, in deciding, first of all, you have just said there was complications, and I need to make a statement. I have just said yes. That is why you see that, I declared my intention late, because we needed to correct those things that led us to failure the previous election. This time around, we ensure that the party is united. We have ensured that the party is stronger. We have ensured that the party will provide a process that will ensure that the candidate will emerge in a way and manner that everybody will accept the process and work for the party. So right now, the party will not repeat the mistake of the past.
Okay. So what are we looking at for the future of Delta State House of Assembly seats? What will be your objectives, aims and objectives?
If I'm elected, when I get into House of Assembly, elementary obligations or responsibilities of a legislation is to make laws and exercise oversight. But here in Nigeria, the responsibility goes far beyond that. You as a legislator, you are under obligation to provide political leadership to your constituents. I will do those primary obligations, and I will go and also provide the leadership that Ukwuani has been working for a very long time. In terms of the primary obligations, which is to make laws, there are some things in Delta states that people overlook. People talk about gender equality, gender descent. It is not, the problem of the women is not even about the political issues. Some of our cultural laws are so bad. They are geared in a way that the women suffer, even where they have worked so much, even where they are supposed to benefit. A woman will suffer to work with the husband for so many years, and when the husband dies, the family comes and begin to victimize her. When I find myself in the House of Assembly, the first thing I will do for women is to sponsor a bill that will ensure that cultural law does not prevail anymore. Women should be entitled to all the fruit of their labor in the family. The family is supposed to be for the husband and the wife, not for the husband and the family. So we'll make a law in such a way that if at the end of the day, whether prematurely or at the end of a successful life that a man passed on, the woman should take full responsibility of her own family, not the family of the man. That is one of the laws. Two is that we end up bringing people that are not qualified, into appointed positions. The Nigerians as a whole, and Delta State in particular, is in need of a law that will ensure that we make known when the governor is appointing his commissioners, the commissioners should first of all be assigned responsibility, so that when the House of Assembly is screening them, they will know what this person is going to become. If this person is already known as a commissioner for health designates, they should ask him questions that are bordered on the health sector. The law does not provide for such thing. The governor just sends people to House of Assembly and they ask them random questions, and at the end of the day, you decide to send a lawyer to become the commissioner for works and send a doctor to become the commissioner for finance. No, that is wrong. There should be a process that will compel the governor to assign the responsibilities, portfolios to the commissioners designate before they come to the House of Assembly for screening, so that the House of Assembly members would know where to ask questions. There are so many laws that Nigerian Delta State needs to domicile here, so that we will have a successful leadership. That is then the oversight. If Delta State, I keep on saying it, if Delta State if all the roads built between 1999 and today, if they are able to last for 30 years, which is the minimum duration of the standard roads, if all the roads built by the Delta State government between 1999 and now, they are able to last for 30 years, we will not be having problem with roads in Delta State. What has happened is that jobs are given to contractors that are not qualified, and they will do roads that are supposed to last a minimum of 30 days, does not even last for 3 months. It is the duty of the legislators to exercise oversight within their committee and within their constituency. As a House of Assembly members, I will appoint competent engineers as my essays and advisors that will help me to monitor all the projects that are being executed within my constituency to ensure that they are up to standards. By so doing, every resources that is sent to the constituency for projects will be utilized maximally to achieve the purpose, and we ensure that those projects are done to standards in such a way that they will last long. We will not even need to repeat all those things. There are many roads in this Ukwuani local government that has been tied more than 3 times between 1999 and today. So, in terms of oversight, I will ensure the right thing is done in the areas of project execution. Then, finally, in terms of leadership, what we have had in Ukwuani local government is that Ukwuani people send people to go and represent them, but end up representing the government instead of representing their people. They keep on telling us the governor said. They come to tell us what the government has said instead of going to tell the government what you have said. They come to tell us what governor wants or government wants instead of going to tell the governor what the people want. I will ensure that my duty there is to tell the governor what our people want. That includes the kind of projects that we desire, because every constituency has its own unique needs. The local government that requires roads will be different from the local government that requires lights. In terms of priority, we need all of them, but there are some that should be given priority. For example, in Ndokwa East, there is nothing they need more importantly now than the roads, the bridge that will link them from Kwale to Okpa. In Ukwuani local government, as I talked to you, in Ward 4, there is no light for so many years. So they are in dire need of electricity. So a legislator is the best person to identify the priorities of the communities within the constituency. It is not possible for governments to do all these things at the same time. So a competent legislator should be able to identify all of them and place them in order of priorities so that government can take them one after the other. So I will ensure those things are done. And above all, is that I will be the representative of our people in a particular manner. And what is that particular manner? Is that I should be able to stand up before the government to say, there are 25 local governments in Delta states. So anything that is coming to Delta state is going to be shared into 25. Our entitlement is 1 out of 25. So that entitlement should be our entitlement, not a favor. The system whereby whatever comes to your local government is seen as a favor from the governor will not happen in our own time, because it is our collective patrimony. It does not belong to anybody. They are not dashing us. It is what belongs to us that we have to sit down at the round table and share among all of us. So that is the kind of political leadership I will offer to our people when I become House of Assembly.
My honorable leader, and I can achieve Ukwuani trumpet. Katanana, Isui, Abuakofo, Yanyin and Ukwuani politics. Yapsawari in this or Dukan and Uganda Ghana. Banafashi in Aposane party, APC, needed be unity election, they made that state. The Neteri Kajujo, they like him, me. Aje Pofu Guikeno, Cobrasi Fachone, Ifi Chone, Agaweli Chona.
It is not correct that APC has not won any election in
Delta State.
APC didn't win the election. In 2014, 2015 election, APC winning. But in 2019, APC winning 3 House of Assembly members in Delta. Winning for House of Rep, winning Senate. As it is today, APC will put 2 senators out of the 3 in Delta State, because more position in PDP are APC. So APC can win senators in Delta State, Kali PDP. In terms of growth, The vote anyị nwere in Ukwuani in 2015 but 3,000 votes. Can you win in 2019 but about 8,000 votes. So you see there is geometric progression. If you follow that geometric progression, you see that in 2023 APC will win Ukwuani local government.
Aji mbena ashe. Ajọ ọzọ nwe ne beno bo she ni chukwu ya nwe okike. Chukwu iburu chere na ọdụ kenu. Ne ife marute na ka Ochonogor jedu ebe a. Ka bi fi nweni. Ye ndo Ukwuani. Ije ka arụ ye ndo Ukwuani. Aji.
Iya ife na-ekwu echiche dị n'oyibo nke nnewe. Agụọ m ekwu n'oyibo nkwe na Ukwuani ya ka ịchọ na mbekwe ye nke kujo foku na ajụ bụ nzọ jifoshi dị line na-eme. Apart from ele nwa nshi party na na-eshi nne na-enwe more votes. Inekwu m ele na aga ndị mana na-agwa ishobu bụ party kịta na. Like before we mete primary kete in 1 month we make election party dị n'ụzọ. This time around do 1 year ka anyị je campaign. So ndị Ukwuani na-enwe opportunity where they fund na campaign as individuals, not even party. So when they Elena MD APC will Muslim as David Ochonogor. Them are matching David Western. When they only David Ochonogor, only Chukwuka, only Kenny. For 1 year, we married you work a vote to me. In that period, we will say we next year. So by 2023, Obu party sort win election. Individual didn't make a win. Then you could feel no. But this Ukwuani, we think for the before, but it take a gelem. And what you couldn't know, you will see. Only I'm not sure do. In the Obudaye. All do you where me go ask for assembly. If you know only bebundo me yabo make laws. Never share nya man if the government name no kaka here we make come wire. And above us we know make sure she if on not sure nobody any everything so that if a biako is supposed not be obodo any lundo obodo ka.
Aji my leader.
Honorable. I know any she party she can abia wakpo APC. She know the man never go ni form House of Assembly. Yabo party ye ke memi for wakpo primary election. Ye win igbo primary election okay.
Yes. Me win igbo primary election. She man she win igbo come I come back contesting. But if you on the party and if many ways to committing it now, or Sandeke vote in because she when many are contest you can win him. The chairman Kobiani party any many are not all the time. No boku politics. Malo debe bazoife on a solo for malo. So what you care where solo new man she yaka win election. Money I don't man. But for malo, you know, guy measure that day. So you believe on Shiny election of what you can do. The party and marry only they can win the group PDP and I believe that they will choose me.
Honorable, in the command Ukwuani or say Nigeria, ego when they win election. I think I have you going to release solo PDP or election looking ni ego can it now you can win you go na for
yes, only for many or one not just in Nigeria when you go in May ego in a election. In terms of genuine words, I don't see anybody in PDP that is genuinely richer than myself. I'm a successful businessman, standing. Party will be a election. Ego candidate is Israel. Party needs ego. Today, PDP didn't power in the Delta State. APC does only power in the federal. So otherwise, the APC need to do any party. So I didn't sure she go about our problem. But in the telephone can do itself. Only the election can do some around. About the full party so it's go because election the party need to go below the election. So you will go kai go in way. Never in the our campaign. She near that time. We are much the new electoral arts. The call shots and then when the political appointments were resigning. So we can go government occasionally. So people like us, when our genuine source of income, they when more advantage because there's no business I run, we can be doing our campaign without problem. Then above all is that only when my local and when my young when they go. We go for my name election. Equal in an election. My people they behind me solidly. They are behind me in terms of voting. As I talk to you, all our people are mobilizing all their children from abroad and from other places to come and register here. And they are doing so, and they are putting in their money. So money will be the least of my problem in this election.
Honorable, yabo if in the kubushe elende party also ni election lule ni nde party also ni yemalego shwe twen we yabi yende malego shwe twen ni.
There is difference between bribe Maloshi and Mife. During campaign, you campaign from one place to the other. You charter buses. Ilwe bika campaign, we renti DJ, we renti canopy, we go mania, we shinri. We ensure that those monies are provided. I will not say because I come bribe my voters. I will provide all the monies needed to do the needful during the election. That is why I said money will not be a problem. Election. Even family member when I go and bury na yemu 1,000 go yem 200 naira can do anything. Yabu go vote in what election. First of all, David Ochonogor do not need to buy votes. If there are anybody is even selling vote, if they are even going to buy vote, I already bought the vote with my history with them. A few years ago, I influenced a program in this local government that empowered 1,000 persons. They receive 20,000 every month in this local government. How much are you going to any of the aspirant or candidate to give them on the election day that will equate the 20,000 naira they were receiving a monthly basis on that day? I do not need to buy votes on the day of election. My relationship with them, my empowerment that I given to them has already bought the votes before me.
Ukwuani di nene. Ne camera ki je no oji.
Well, Ukwuani benene. Ije kenani ijeko abo ije wete kushi kenebo party ije wenji nebusonye ke alugbo olukem ife bu problem anyị n'Ukwuani bụ she ndeni mari olu legislation ndeni mari olu leadership na-eweli aba n'okpuru party na-eweli ndị ewinye election because election lu kweshe party all the way when na-aka na anyị mgbulu keshi APC bụ party ndị Hausa over time were bia election local funele nde mali bi ritual killing e bi ne ade because we chọn ekwe kushi nda Hausa na egbo malo bụ she APC bụ nda Hausa APC abụ nda party nda Hausa anyị wesa na APC were bia so election nke ne bia tu any na anyị as individual ọ bụ ka ekeche party nda Hausa ka party ndị efeni onwe ọsa party bụ ofu anyị ndeni ọsa ma ndị dị na APC kete we dash na PDP before tomorrow they can still be in APC ndeni ndị je election bụ normal onye ka ma na-emewe to anywhere. On a Maribo, the man and I'm in House of Assembly. Ukwuani will be a better place.
Look, I'll do my leader. Eliminate Banekina Shigwe. Nagwashi Chukune Duije, Niani Duman, EGJ. You find John the video bangore, and we fake a share.
Go find the cup.
Congratulations! We have made it! Yes! There is my baby.
She's coming with the cup.
No, the one that has...
We have a cup now! We have a cup! Thank you for leg.
Oh my God! Students of Umutu Mix Secondary School Blue House.
We are born. And what is happening here? Okay, so David Ochonogor has a house in Umutu Mix Secondary School. Today was the Inter-House Sports Festival. And his house just won the cup. They are the first. They have the gold medal in all the sport competitions that took place today. And they are here to celebrate with their patron. That's their patron over there. They are here to celebrate Ukwuani. Yeah, but David Ochonogor, we don't know. The Umutu Mix Secondary School. They have Inter-House Sports. They have a boss or a jump. Ukwuani, even now on recreation. So we're winning first. We're book up. The boss went chan. We are bang one money. When they are patron, one money.
If I stop now, follow me. Never winning.
Winning!
Winning.
Winning!
Winning.
I knew we were going to win. Yes! Because I saw the seriousness and the motivation and the passion. I knew we were going to win. Can we clap ourselves? Today is a happy day. On behalf of the entire members of Blue House and the house master and house mistress, I dedicate this trophy to my late father, Chief G.O. Ochonogor, who is the actual patron of this house. I am sure wherever he is, he will be happy. My father was a community leader. As UDU chairman, my father worked tirelessly to ensure that this Umutu Mix is established. And most of the places you see today, most of the government facilities you see today in Umutu, they are actually put together by Umutu community. And most of them were done during the tenure of my father as UDU chairman. So it is a thing of joy that Umutu Mix decided to name one of his houses after him and made me, his son, a patron. So I'm happy and I thank all of you. Baby, I'm so proud of you. You did not participate physically, but you were the one that participated in all of them. You were a motivation to all the athletes in that field. I saw you going everywhere. You ensured that all of them win. Congratulations. I don't know what has happened to your leg, but let me tell you something. As long as I live, you will see to your dreams in the athletes. First of all,
we have to, this your leg, we have to take you to a hospital where we can have a orthopedic specialist to ensure that there will not be damage. So that in the nearest future, you will resume what you know how to do best. And by the grace of God, you will not only represent the state, you will represent Nigeria. Amen. Where is the SS3 girl? China. Where is she? Yeah. Did she come out first? Yes. What happened? They disqualified her, Abby? No. Was she the one they disqualified? No. Now let me tell you something. Whether you were disqualified or not, as long as you came out first, we are going to fulfill all our promises. Because he did not violate any law. It is not your fault that the tracks were inconsistent and was not clear. It is not your fault. You will not deliberately want to leave your track to another track. It is because the tracks are not clear. And it is one of those things that we are trying to correct. One of the things that UNESCO has set as a standard for every institution is an acceptable sport facilities. It is not good that the institution as big as Umutu means will not have a good athletic facility. That is why children was running from one district to another. So it is not your fault. Whether you actually did it or not, it is not your fault. So if you come out first, whether you are disqualified or not, I'm going to fulfill all the promises I made. I promise that if she come out first, I'm going to register her for JAM. And she said she wants to go to University of Benin, where I graduated from. I said I will register her. If she passes, I will ensure that she gets admission, and I will go for her matriculation and introduce her to our lecturers. Are we going to do that? Yes! Then where are the senior secondary school people that I said? You, what class? SS2. SS2. You came out first? Second at the senior. Okay. Where are other ones again? Okay, can. No. First, because first I will.
All right, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, can we have your goodwill message gearing towards the aspirants contesting for the post of the Delta State House of Assembly under the All Progressive Congress, APC? Can we have a goodwill message for the aspirants?
Okay, firstly, I am Engineer Ukwuani, Godson Amaleri. I'm from Ward 3, today in Ukwuani government, Delta State. I'll just have to enjoin the Ukwuani people to vote for Honorable David Ochonogor. He's calm, he's well read, he's a gentleman, and he's a fighter. He understands what it takes to empower his people. He also knows what it takes to be a good legislator. He knows what it takes to fight for his people. Ukwuani as a people, my own people, we have lacked voice, we've lacked representation, adequate representation over time. Before now, people will come to us and tell us what the governor is saying without going there to tell the governor what our people is saying. This time around, we'll have somebody that will stay there and tell the governor, this is what my people is saying. This is what my people need. We need roads, we need better hospitals, we need better education, we need facilities that will uplift us. These things are not too much to do. They are the basic things. As a matter of fact, if it may entail you to know that Ukwuani as a local government is one of the reasons why Delta State can be gazetted as a state that is producing oil and gas. But travel around Ukwuani local government and see if you have the same kind of representation that will give you the same kind. Do you have the result to show for the resources that's been taken from our land? None. Nothing is there to show. But with David Ochonogor at the helm of affairs, as a member representing Ukwuani State constituency at the Delta State House Assembly, you will see the difference. You will see the change. You understand that we have somebody that has a voice that will speak for our people.
In other words, you want everybody to vote for your
David
party,
Ochonogor.
APC,
Of course.
and David Ochonogor.
Now it's not about the party.
It's about the person.
We have our people who have been brainwashed to be biased against a particular party. But this time around, we are saying no. Look at the personality. Before you consider the party, look at the personality. David Ochonogor has a track record of humanitarian service. He has a track record of fighting for his people.
Developmental
strides. So that is what we are saying. We are saying this is the time for us to look beyond party lines and vote for the person who deserves to be there. People have hidden under the auspices of my party, this is our party, and they won elections. People who ordinarily doesn't have the capacity to represent their people. But because of party, they will go there and do whatever they like. But now we are saying this is the time to make a difference. This is the time for us to elect David Ochonogor to go to the House of Assembly. It's a year from now, we know that, almost a year from now. And we'll work from now till that time to make sure that the right person that will represent us, irrespective of his party affiliation, which is APC. APC is a good party, but you know, we're not the ones at the helm of affairs here in Delta State. But from now to that time, we will sensitize our people, we will tell them, we will show them, so that they will see the difference, and they will vote for David Ochonogor come 2023.
Thank you very much.